So today we pretty much said goodbye to the 2025 car season. All right, so basically I'm going to do a wrap up of 2025. I had a lot of fun with the car this year. Today, like I said, the end of the season, basically, we went to the last date in Cars and Coffee of the year, which was an absolute blast because I got to, well, see one of these.
Mustang GTD.
That's quite literally the first GTD I've seen, well, other than pictures and videos and online kind of stuff. So, absolutely cool car. Wish I could have got close enough to it to snap some pictures other than, videos of it just finally coming and going by me. But that's not the reason for this. The reason for this video is now we're going to shift gears on the car. I made it funny there because it does shift gears now. And this coming year, we're going to change up a couple of things on there, and we're going to make it a little more purpose-built. It's going to be a lot more fun, I think, for everyone. So my number one thing that I wanted to address was my times at the track. I had a blast. Of course, the transmission really hindered everything on there. But the second hindrance, now the transmission's pretty much been addressed, just some more adjustments, is the fact that the car didn't really hook from a stop. So we're going to address that 100%. We're going to do what we can with the little parts that we can find to kind of just take care of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically change the suspension up again a little bit more. Now, right now it rides good. Still rides a little rough, but it's good. It's good cruiser. But I want to have some adjustability with it. So the first things first, I ordered some BMR lower control arm relocation brackets. Basically, it bolts up to the rear axle, and it's going to change the lower control arm angles. Basically, change the instant center on the car. Now, when we do that, it's also going to hinder the height of the springs. So since it's already on a lowering spring in the rear, we're going to be ditching the lowering springs. We're actually going to be putting a set of stock GT springs back in the car. People have had great success with those as far as the spring rates and hooking, as far as drag racing goes. And, still a good, comfortable ride. And finally, number 3, we are going to swap out the shocks, the Bilsteins in the rear, and the Conies in the front that I have. Once again, they ride great, but they're a little stiff. They don't really, work too well for drag racing. So I have some strange 10-ways for all 4 corners. And we're going to basically try to dial this thing in with parts that you can just pick up pretty cheap, secondhand, whatever, and just go from there. Here are the relocation brackets for the rear control arms. It's 3 settings. And here a set of stock GT springs. And they're going to be taller, obviously. So when I put these lower relocation brackets on, it's going to change how, basically the height of the rear end. It's going to have it sit lower. So obviously it's going to lower the car. Well, I don't want to go much lower. So these right here are going to go into place and give it that ride back. But then also picked up a cheap set of strange 10-ways for all the way around. And you can see my junk old transmission main shaft there. So this is stuff we're going to start working with. Now, I do know there is more to it. Obviously, seat time is the number one factor. But these parts right here, so that way we can actually use the suspension towards working toward, basically getting the car where I want it to be. And then we're going to change some weight on the car too. We're going to lighten it up a little bit more. And we'd like to see it in the 2,900 pound range when we go to the racetrack. Right now it's at 3,100 even with full interior. So that's basically what I've got in store for 2026 so far. You know what, just for fun, I think I'm going to go ahead and do like a highlight reel of 2025. right, so here we are a couple hours later, and I can't lie, that sucked. All right, so we got the back end off. All that stuff tore apart. Try to put it in order, obviously. And that thing's done. Later, dude. Be careful. Love you, bye.
Get it going, Tyler, get it going! Oh yeah!
Well, that's going to wrap it up for this year. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in 2026.